look at
I helped you with your hair once in a shop, remember?
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh, thank you. Hello. Welcome to the La Fonda Hotel in the dining room here. You might want to do a pan later to see the dramatic room that has been so influential throughout the last 100 years or so. And we have the honor today to have my mother visiting us. And it's the Feast of St. Teresa of Avila, which we'll have Monsignor Hill, who is also here, the Rector Emeritus of the seminary. And he will be able to tell us a little about the significance of the day spiritually, but today it's honoring my mother.
Mm-hmm. We took care of that.
We had Mass earlier. Okay. The producer has asked me to ask you to tell our viewers who have been watching Jonathan's show for the last 5 or 6 years to tell a little bit about me for all his viewers.
That's easy, Bill. You were the third of my boys, and you came at a wonderful time in '47 because both of my grandmothers had died that year, and my mother and father were lost. And you came into our lives, and then they simply snatched you before you were 2 to take you home. You were easily trained. And you went home with them, and once you told them that I'm not like anybody else in my family.
I've taken pains to prove that, I'm afraid.
You certainly have. What else can I tell you? You never gave me any trouble. You were, you had 2 before you, you realize, that set the examples.
Who gave you more trouble, or?
Right. Maybe because they were my first and I was an only child, and I was certainly lost. And I had 4 boys, and it was kill or be killed. Because I had another one after you. But let's see, what can I tell you? I guess I got immediately into the fraternity of the ATO, and then became president of that. So you were just running all the time.
I'd say it's all downhill since then.
Not really. No, I think you've upgraded your life a great deal. I think this place has such a spiritual quality. I've never seen anything like it. It's a feeling. And of course, this week I've seen everything. I've seen snow and hail and rain and hot sunshine. And I've been in the spas, in a hot tub, which you rescued me from, and massage. So I'm going home thoroughly relaxed and spoiled. But I think today I'd love to have Monsignor tell you what we did, because I don't think anybody's going to believe me until Monsignor confirms it.
My mother's referring to a private mass we had in the Monsignor's casita at the seminary, the Immaculate Heart of Mary Seminary, where he is held forth for the last 50-odd years. Would you like to explain what my mother's referring to, Monsignor Peter J.?
Idea. I haven't heard a word. See, I'm deaf on this side.
Mm-hmm. Would you just tell the viewers what we did this morning?
Well, we were at a Eucharistic celebration this morning, and it took a good hour because I talked too much, too many sermonettes, and so they were very happy to wind it up with a blessing and a good wish on a safe journey back home to warm California.
What was your main sermonette?
The main one?
Sermonette, yeah.
Well, perhaps the main part was what we call the Eucharistic part. And so, which is kind of difficult to follow up on if one isn't used to it. So, but they did very well and were very appreciative.
I can tell you that when you have a private mass with Monsignor Hill, it's part Eucharistic celebration and part midterm. He's been teaching seminary so long that you really come out
questions rather than proposing all sorts of things, you know. See if we can have something on which to build. So I offer several directions on that path, but maybe that's all lost already again. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to go to California to find out if it is fruitful or not.
So, Mother, what was your experience this morning?
Oh, I was in awe. I was very flattered to begin with, but I really wasn't too sure of a lot of things. I can't explain it. It's difficult for a convert who doesn't have really the background. I wish I had. I hit the right note when I said Asia Minor when he asked me about Ephesians. I guess that was just beginner's luck. But there's so much that I should know and I need to know. And certainly the lives of the saints is my next purchase.
And it's over $1.95, remember?
I know. I really don't know. It was impressive. It was lovely. It was really a thrill. I'm just wondering what my friends in the prayer group are going to think when I go home. The last time I had Mass celebrated, they told me pretty soon I was going to walk on water. And that, I don't know what'll happen this time. That's, oh my.
Yeah, your experiences here in Santa Fe, Mother.
Santa Fe. Well, this is possibly my third trip. 10 years ago, I made a retreat at Pecos, and that was, I'm afraid, I cried all weekend, and I have no idea why. They explained it was the gift of tears. The next time I did more of the cultural side. We went to art galleries, and I had friends who lived here then. I visited a great many places, starting with the cathedral. But we went to Taos. We saw many things. But this time I've done everything, absolutely everything, in a week. Isn't that pretty? I think that's all I can think of.
Okay, so we take a break to keep the food cold and warm, and we'll come back. Judy, how's your food?
I don't know yet, but it looks good.
Okay.